He certainly is a creative fighter, is Groenewald. A top class Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu specialist.
I don't know if I would call his stand-up quite unorthodox, but he's trying to be quite creative. But he's purely just using that to close the gap, to try and get close to the mat, put hands on him and possibly get it to the ground or just get onto the mat. Pena's most likely going to want to try and keep it at distance, stay on the outside, turn it into a kickboxing bout. Groenewald trying to close the gap, now looking for that takedown. This is where Francois is going to feel the strength of the mat for the first time. But Groenewald will be quite happy to try and pull guard or just jump onto the mat. Demarte actually setting up for the takedown. Now Groenewald's on his back. He will be happy to try and work from here. Demarte, though, very strong as a wrestler, loves to put his opponents on his back and work ground and pound from there.
And there certainly is his game, and majority of his fights have been via submissions and decisions. So Demarte Pena right on top as we speak.
Very happy with Groenewald pressed up against the fence right in front of Demarte's own corner. Lets it go, but the Pena straight back to his feet. And you can expect a lot of this. Pena closing the gap, looking for that takedown, putting Groenewald in his back and not spending too much time there. Remain the more dominant fighter in the judges' eyes.
Groenewald certainly trying to surprise the champion here.
Demarte now with that more familiar southpaw stance.
Oh,
he's
heavy right, heavy left, combinations by Pena.
Big shots landed by Pena. Spinning back for swing and a miss though. Pena doesn't seem too troubled by the power of Groenewald. He is quite comfortable to close the gap and try and strike. Groenewald looking for the takedown, but Demarte in the scramble ends up on top. Probably looking to land a couple of shots from here and then just get back up and get out.
Doug, almost get the sense that Demarte is trying to silence a lot of critics tonight who have criticized him for being a boring fighter.
Francois now looking to set up that triangle, but again, that's the strength of Demarte Pena. He's going to struggle with that tonight as Francois Groenewald. Again, as you can see, Groenewald immediately goes for this, trying to isolate. Groenewald wouldn't be too upset in this position. He knows he can work from here. He knows his own jiu-jitsu ability, and he's so dexterous in his hips and his legs. Can use those legs as an extra set of arms. But Pena with his head stuck right on the chest of Groenewald is not going to allow for gap. Using the rubber guard, made famous by Eddie Bravo, is Groenewald now. Might try and set up the omoplata here, this Groenewald, but that is one hell of a difficult thing to try and finish. Pena feeling it, and he's trying to push his head down. You can hear his own jiu-jitsu coach in his corner, barking instructions at him.
You know, Dirk, if we look at the history of Francois Groenewald, Franaconda, he's won his last 4 bouts, and 3 of them have come in the first round.
It's a warning for unintentional shots to the back of the head. Demarte's left arm is very much trapped here, and Francois Groenewald, again, that's a dexterity in his hips, just able to sort of pin Pena down.
So just under a minute to go in the opening round of this championship bout here at EFC 34.
Again, Groenewald wouldn't hate this too much. He knows that he's not winning on the judges' scorecards, but this will get him a bit more comfortable with the strength of Demarte. He can sort of see where he can possibly spot an opening and look to capitalize. It really does just take a second in a lapse of concentration for Groenewald, and he is a finisher. Again, looking to set up that triangle is Groenewald.
And that's exactly it. These are 2 technical fighters. It's almost an exhibition, specifically on the ground. And like you said, one lapse of concentration.
Looks like he wants to slap on the omoplata. And that's just now Demarte's strength comes into play.
15 seconds to go.
Pure strength that got him out of that position. Would be incredible to see an omoplata finish, though.
The crowd are certainly appreciating both these 2 fighters' efforts tonight.
I think the only other one we've seen has been Alexander Shabab and Will Bentley. If I'm not mistaken, that was EFC 05 or 06, so it's been some time. But Pena certainly very physically very strong, and Francois Groenewald is going to struggle with submissions of that sort of technicality when you can just sort of power out of it like Demarte did there.
And the corner cam is brought to you by GNC Sports Nutrition, available at Clicks. So Demarte Pena needs to fuel in all the information, as is Francois Groenewald. Both fighters going guns blazing in the opening round. Didn't expect Demarte Pena to come out so ferocious as he did. Was expecting more of a cautious approach. Well, from the Franaconda's perspective, you'd expect him to try and wrap and wriggle his way around his opponents in every fight he contests.
It just doesn't seem like Pena is too worried about the strength of Francois Groenewald, and that's why he's not scared to come forward and land those shots. And he landed a couple of significant strikes with the hands.
Let's go.
And round 2 gets underway with Pitbull Energy Drink. Give it a try for a whole new experience.
Pena smashing Groenewald with a flying knee. You can see a different sort of sense, a different sort of type of confidence with Pena, something we haven't really seen from him before. He's aggressive, he's coming forward. And again, at featherweight, it was a different story for him because he was fighting guys a lot bigger and stronger than him. Bantamweight, it's all leveled out, and now he is the one that is particularly big for this division. Very, very strong physically. Comes forward, striking.
Some very, very good kicks from Pena.
Groenewald won't be too upset here. Pena's got double underhooks. Might look for the takedown, but Groenewald will be very happy to get it back to the deck and trying to work from there. Although Pena's going to try and slam him down and get on the top position. And again, right in front of Pena's corner. This is also something he does very, very well in fights. 9 times out of 10 when he goes for that takedown, it will be right in front of his own corner where they can give him instructions, where they can see things that he can't necessarily see.
So both standing once again.
Pena certainly has got a lot of bad intent with those hands.
Head of Francois Groenewald.
Now he tries to take Francois back. Big mouse underneath that left eye of Groenewald. He's taken some shots from Pena, and every single thing that Pena has thrown at him, they are not rangefinders. He's been trying to hurt him.
And he certainly needs to weather this storm.
Neck stuck out by Pena. Groenewald trying to get that guillotine locked up. He's got the arm into this Pena, and again, it's that strength problem that Groenewald has to contend with. Elbow over the top by Pena, caught Francois Groenewald by surprise.
You know, Dirk, Pena just looks in such great shape. And he's using all his strength to his advantage.
You can almost sense Groenewald is slowing down a little bit now. Very loosely shoots for a takedown. Pena's very, very comfortable. He's not bothered, and he hasn't been so far in this bout. Pressing Groenewald up against the fence. This will just be more energy-sapping stuff for Groenewald with his back against the fence. Pena constantly working. You can see his head position. Timeout called by Vickers Swart.
Not allowed though. Okay. No grabbing the fence. Okay.
Timeout called by Vickers Swart. A warning for Demarte Pena from that position, grabbing the fence. No point deduction, but he was warned. Second time Vickers Swart has seen him grab the fence.
And we resume this bout, 2:30 into the second round. Pena up against Groenewald.
Now Groenewald's trying to come forward and strike with Pena. Very, very comfortable. Attacking the body and attacking the head of Groenewald. Now tries to take Groenewald's back. In side control is Demarte Pena, in half guard rather. 2 minutes to go in the second round of a possible 5.
This way you'll see both fighters' technical skills come to the fore. A lot has been spoken about how this match will pan out. Many predicting
Pena
on the ground.
Pena trying to use that left instep to get that right leg free. Groenewald's got an arm over Pena's neck, but there's no possibility of a submission from there. And Francois struggling with the strength of Pena. He's not allowing Groenewald the space that he would like to work with. You basically see Pena's chest and head stuck to that of Groenewald's. It's not allowing the space. Groenewald trying diligently though to somehow work some offense with his jiu-jitsu. Trying to set up the triangle now as Francois Groenewald.
Francois Groenewald
With a minute to go.
The triangle.
If he can get Pena's right arm just across, bad spot for Pena to be in. But Pena physically very strong. Groenewald might have this locked up. Pena is holding on. Groenewald resetting. Victor Swart having a very close look, and Pena manages to escape.
Demarte Pena gets up, and the crowd are on their feet. Elation for the champion.
A couple of deep gasps of air.
Unbelievable from Demarte Pena.
Heartbreaking for Groenewald, and now he finds himself in deep trouble. That took it out of both guys, but Pena certainly is the fresher of the two, it seems.
And the end of the second, pulsating action of MMA here at Carnival City. That certainly has the approval of the crowd. They've all been on their feet, they've all been applauding. It's a great show bout right now.
Certainly seemed desperately close with that triangle, but again, just the strength of Pena to try and actually fight through that. And he managed to get loose, but that was in deep. I think it was that second where Groenewald just sort of doubted how tight he had it on. When he reset, that's when Pena saw his gap and managed to get out.
He certainly did show his worth as a champion in the second round. The Corner Cam brought to you by GNC Sports Nutrition, available at Clicks. So there certainly is a massive test for Demarte Pena. Some have said that it is his biggest test at EFC to date.
Groenewald certainly is a credible threat to that bantamweight crown.
Certainly a notable contender, and he is the #1 title contender for a reason. He's putting it all out here at Carnival City.
Okay, guys, round number 3.
Groenewald's going to certainly start doubting now, because that triangle was as on as it possibly could have been.
And Pitbull Energy Drink brings you round number 2, no aftertaste guaranteed. Round number 3, should we say. 5 minutes to go in round 3.
Southpaw stance of Pena and orthodox of Groenewald. Trying to come over the top, but Groenewald's hands are down. He is certainly very tired. Must really just be hoping that he gets into a position where he can look to set up a takedown or get it to the deck somehow, but Pena certainly in the ascendancy here, and he can smell blood, no doubt about that. Flying knee by Demarte Pena. You can almost sense Pena's confidence just building and building as his fight progresses.
He has certainly clawed back as Demarte Pena, and like you've said, Francois Groenewald is gas tank.
Another knee as Groenewald comes in, tries to close the gap. Groenewald just leaving himself open for punches when he comes in, hands down low. And Pena finding a home for knees and big shots up top and down low. Groenewald is in trouble, and Pena's not going to look to close the gap on the ground. He wants to finish Groenewald on the feet. Just doesn't seem like Groenewald's got anything left in the tank. Groenewald just diving for God now. He's trying to isolate the leg as Groenewald. This might be the last burst of energy that Groenewald has left. He's trying to get that heel. But Groenewald, Pena is just physically way too strong for Francois Groenewald. He's got absolutely nothing left.
You almost get the sense that this is the last throw of the dice for Groenewald in this round. He needs to make it count.
Pena now in the top position. Groenewald with that underhook though, could possibly use to try and sneak onto Demarte's back, but he just seems physically so exhausted at the moment, and Pena just seems to be getting stronger and stronger. Groenewald certainly not in a happy place.
And Pena would have come into this fight with all game plans in place.
Pena certainly seems like he wants to knock Groenewald out.
Oh, and he slips Pena.
A kick and a slip by Pena. Now Groenewald in the top position.
Opportunity for the Franaconda.
Full guard for Francois Groenewald, though. He's going to have to try and pass if he wants to get something, unless he dives back and tries to isolate the leg again. Francois just trying to posture, but Pena's got good control of both of his arms. No real danger, Demarte Pena. Clinical performance so far by the reigning bantamweight champion of the world.
But he is fighting a guy who is undefeated in his last 3 fights at bantamweight. Certainly a great contender is Francois Groenewald.
Groenewald is certainly out of it, and Pena is looking to knock him out. He wants to hurt Groenewald. Swart is having a close look at proceedings. He certainly is looking to finish as Demarte Pena. Elbow over the top. Groenewald in a world of hurt. Pena unloading with punches.
Groenewald looking so tired as we speak, and obviously Demarte Pena is looking to stand. Can you believe it?
Pena just looking to finish. It's got to be a matter of time for Swart to step in.
Oh, a good knee to the face.
It's been one-way traffic so far on the feet by Demarte Pena in this round.
40 seconds to go. Pena needs to keep the accelerator down in this round. Remember, this is a 5-round championship fight, so potentially 2 more 5-minute rounds still to come.
Pena with those short elbows. Every single shot that he's throwing is finding its mark.
And the clappers are sounded. 10 seconds to go here in round 3. The bantamweight championship bout here at EFC 34.
Total dominance. Pena looking to finish. Groenewald in big trouble.
Saved.
We're going into the first of a possible 2 championship rounds. Desperately close for Swart to step in and finish it, though.
And the corner cam is brought to you by GNC, the official sports nutrition partner of the Extreme Fighting Championship.
Big breath, control your breathing. If you stay on the outside,
A much-needed breather for both men, especially Francois Groenewald. He certainly took a toll in that round.
You have to take out everything else that you have.
You can see in the corner of Francois Groenewald, he's getting instructions from all over the place, but he is really having a very tough time with Pena.
And in Pena's corner, you see the chef, Norman Vessel's, doing a lot of motivating, as he always does.
Of course, Norman Vessel's the team captain.
Okay, guys, round number 4, hey, let's go.
Pena not even breathing heavy, he's ready to go.
And Pitbull Energy Drink brings you round number 4, no aftertaste guaranteed. Pena against Groenewald, the bantamweight title bout here at EFC 34.
Groenewald tries lazily with that leg kick. And Pena now just sparring practice for him at the moment. Shot to the body. Groenewald is in trouble, but he's going to look for that takedown.
Dogged determination from Francois Groenewald. He is so tough to withstand all this from Demarte Pena, a worthy title contender.
Pena in this top half guard position. He's a relentless striker from here, but he seems to have one thing in his mind. He wants to knock Groenewald out.
But the Angolan, who was recently recognized by his country of birth, Angola, honored. He certainly has the top position right now in this round.
apart from that attempt at triangle and possibly the omoplata, it's been all Demarte Pena. Pena now just grinding. Elbows in the face, punches in the face. And Groenewald just does not seem to have an answer.
You know, Dirk, speaking to Francois yesterday, he gave us an interesting fact that not many people know about it, and that is that he beat Demarte Pena about 3 years ago in a grappling match. But so far, you would think that it's not going to be quite his day as it stands.
Well, you don't get punched in the face in the grappling match. That's the one aspect of it. And 3 years ago, Demarte Pena was about the size that Francois Groenewald is now, so certainly not the same thing.
You speak about Pena's size, he is so muscular, he's an absolute unit.
And of course, both guys have evolved so much over the past 3 years.
Yeah, we're certainly seeing two extraordinary athletes in the hexagon here.
Groenewald again trying that rubber guard.
Certainly two very, very strategic fighters going to war in the hexagon at EFC 34.
2.5 minutes remaining in this fourth round. You can see Groenewald is in pain. He's not very happy inside the hexagon at the moment.
The crowd have just gone a little quiet. Certainly trying to disperse their respective fighters on. Pena still on the top position. 2:10 to go in round 4.
Groenewald just relying on that dexterity to trap Groenewald, to trap Pena's arm, but really just struggling as Francois Groenewald. You can see he's in a lot of pain on his face. Just complete domination by Demarte Pena so far. 1:50 remaining of this fourth out of a possible 5 rounds. And Pena still possesses that explosive strength. He's still dangerous. The ref might stand him up because Pena has not tried to pass the guard. He's very comfortable from the full guard to land his shots.
See, Groenewald holding on to the cage, and then the ref gets them both to stand once again to the appreciation of the crowd. It's just amazing, Demarte Pena, though, 25 years old. He's already had 9 straight wins, 6 title defenses. If he wins tonight, he goes
Big
for perfect
shots.
10.
Another big shots landed by Demarte Pena. Just sparring practice for him at the moment.
And another one.
Headhunting now is Pena. Groenewald.
Groenewald is being shoved around the hexagon now. Has absolutely no gas
Pena
left.
nearly accidentally landed a kick on Groenewald. You're not allowed to kick someone when 3 points of their body touches the ground. Nearly went for a kick, but realized what happened. Pulled out of it. And Pena now attacking the body of Groenewald.
Yeah, very good body shot there from Demarte Pena.
Groenewald.
Hits him with the right.
And Vickerswart has seen enough.
Vickerswart stops the fight. It is Pena. Perfect. He is brilliance personified. It's 10-0. Pena, the perfect 10 here at EFC 34.
Demarte Pena, absolutely incredible tonight. Complete dominance. He has certainly sent a big message to this bantamweight division.
He's loving it. Jumping into his crew. Norman Vessels carries them back into the hexagon. They are so elated. Demarte Pena 10-0. Can you believe it? That is 10 straight wins and 7 title defenses. And the action replay is brought to you by GNC. Peak performance down to a science. This certainly a great, great fight.
Just an incredible clinical display from Demarte Pena. He wore Francois Groenewald down, and from there, he was picking his shots time and time and time again. Just complete dominance by Demarte Pena. Really very, very impressive tonight.
Yeah, Demarte certainly wore his opponent down. He weathered the initial Francois Franaconda Groenewald storm, and he came back with a vengeance.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Vickers Swart has called a stop to this contest. 4 minutes and 34 seconds into round number 4. Declaring the winner by TKO and still the EFC Bantamweight Champion of the world, Demarte, the Wolf Pena.
I'm here with Demarte Pena. Demarte, that was one hell of a performance from your side.
First of all, I want to thank God. Without him, none of this would be possible. This is to my coach, Richard Kwan. They say Demarte is such a boring fighter. He doesn't have any stand-up. So I guess I do. Are you not entertained? Are you not entertained? This is for you, the fans. Thank you for pushing me to get better. Sometimes I'm boring, but sometimes I can be exciting. Obrigado por todos os angolanos que vieram aqui. Obrigado pelo Ministério da Juventude e do Esporte. Agradeço muito, família. Obrigado, beijo. Thank you.
Well, for you now, Demarte, you've gone 10-0, complete perfect record, and tonight must be really special for you. You really went out there, in my opinion, the best performance of your career so far.
Thank you. This was for Karen Graham. You know, I'm not boring. I'm exciting. Sometimes only in my mind. Thanks, guys.
Congratulations, Demarte Pena, your bantamweight champion of the world, ladies and gentlemen, Demarte Pena. I'm here with Francois Groenewald. Francois, it was a tough night at the office for you tonight.
Yeah, what a tough fight, eh? I guess I woke up the beast inside Demarte.
Well, it was a great performance nonetheless. We look forward to seeing you in action again. Francois Groenewald, ladies and gentlemen.
Groenewald certainly woke up the beast, and Demarte Pena, probably his best performance to date. He retains his bantamweight championship belt.
For the ultimate carnival experience, get to Carnival City Casino and Entertainment World, proud hosts of EFC 34. Coming up next, it's the main event at EFC 34, the lightweight title bout, Leon Maynard versus Sibusiso Ndoku. To bet on this fight, go to betexchange.com on your mobile with the all-new, easy-to-use betting platform. Go to betexchange.com on your mobile now. On the 6th of November at Grand West, Cape Town, a young brash champion finally goes head-to-head with the most polarizing figure in MMA. Plus, a vacant title lies in wait with two heavyweights preparing for the ultimate showdown as the